Hey, Instagram. Hey, YouTube. Robert J. Conley here. You're supposed to kill a little time to let people sign on and take advantage of your live tube or your live broadcast, and then in the meantime, people who watch the replay just start punching out because you're wasting so much time. So I'm going to get to it. Robert J. Conley here. What's our topic? Our topic is as I'm doing this, it's the last day of April 2021. It's April 30th, 2021. We're already 4 months into 2021. And most of us are still, I don't know if we're suffering, but we're experiencing just a different experience at time. But I've labeled this talk time to review. So it's time to review. Now, what is it time to review? It is not time to review results. No, it is not. The only thing that it is time to review right now is habits. And April is a tricky month. Now, so part of my background is I spent 25 years in commercial real estate brokerage. And you're in a performance-oriented, results-oriented, if you don't close a sale, you don't make a commission, you don't get to eat environment. And so I'm not minimizing results, but April is a tricky month because usually the flush of the new year, the optimism, the energy, all that stuff has pretty much dissipated. And this last year was different all around, but there still was, there's this hopefulness that starts at the end of the year. And a danger zone in April is that people start looking at their results and not ignoring results and looking at habits. And so, if you've already had exceptional results, it's just as dangerous as if you didn't live up to expectations. Because you're allowing results to dictate what should be your daily habits, regardless of results, because it's the execution of those daily habits that will cause you to consistently have the results you seek. And so there's a danger that apathy can set in if you're exceeding expectations, and a feeling of futility if you're not meeting expectations. And so the way to boost yourself, and remember, intuitives, your job in life is to boost, and you need to boost yourself. And the way to boost yourself is to focus on habits. One of my favorite highly successful NFL coaches to study is Bill Walsh, and he was famous for saying, "The score takes care of itself." The score takes care of itself. We can think of that as being highly idealistic, but the reality is that it's all about staying focused on habits. And, like I said, we all have internal and external pressures to deliver results. And, NFL coaches are in the top 1/100th of 1% of people expected to who live and die based on the results they deliver. So this is an especially critical issue, though, for intuitives, because the one of the dangers of intuitives is that there is, again, we're not necessarily reality based. We are more we're future based, we're idealistic based, and so we can there's a good chance that you had positive expectations for the year, that you're going to create a new future. And I'm not trying to slip into talking negatively about it, but I am trying to, if you're in this no man's land in April of like, I'm trying to talk, so that's who I'm trying to talk to. And so, you had positive expectations for the year. This is my year. This is when it's all going to come together. And so you're sitting here in April going, it's not coming together. So as soon as you start dwelling on results, you have ceased to be the intuitive, forward-facing, creational person. You are now looking in the rearview mirror. And that is the least productive place that intuitives can dwell. And I'm using that term dwell because I'm not telling you not to observe results. What I want you to do is observe results without attachment or self-assessment, self-criticism, or self-praise about the results. Just observe them. And um, and then when you observe those results, we go back into the intuitive model I've given you, and that is think deeply, forget, intuition, idea will pop up into your face. And so observe results, study them intently. That's fine, but do it without assessment as to whether or not they are good or bad. They just are. And then what you really need to, so there's that component. And then what you really need to focus on are your habits, your daily habits. Have you maintained your daily habits to put yourself in your intuitive, creational, um, innovative, inventive, fun, funny self? And so the examination of those habits and by examining those habits and looking forward, you now are removing yourself from whatever detrimental assessments about results have happened, and you're putting yourself once again facing forward and opening up the possibility for creativity. So remember, as you're sitting here at the last month of April, or if you're watching this on any other day, it's important to observe. Okay, observe results, no attachment. Observe habits. What are you doing? What aren't you doing that you know you need to do to put yourself in your creative space where you can be of that booster rocket mentality, of that building mentality, of that positive morale, new systems mentality. And so you do that, and then you blank slate yourself. You go and engage in those other activities, running, biking, walking. I've told everybody I prefer gardening. Gardening is a magic thing for me. But what will happen is that your brain will now process it. And in this instance, you aren't necessarily looking for new intuitive connections. What you're looking for is reframing. And this is another gift of intuitives, is the ability to reframe situations. And so the blank slating and engaging in the other activity is giving your brain the opportunity to re-engage the importance of your habits and to get yourself facing forward to the brighter future, to get yourself out of the assessments of what have happened in the past and about renewing your energy. So you will be your own booster rocket by doing this. And then once you're your own booster rocket, you can be a booster rocket for everybody else. And so it's important to continually engage this process day in and day out. It's your most important habit. Your blank slating yourself is just as important as thinking deeply, and by cycling through that on a regular basis. So here we are at the end of April. It's easy to look at results. It's easy. It's just as dangerous to have phenomenal results as it is to, it's just as dangerous to put assessments on phenomenal results as it is to look at negative results, because you risk taking yourself out of your habits. So I urge you to take this moment to just think intensely, blank slate, blank slate, blank slate, and then new energy, new intuitive connections, new ideas, and reinvigorating yourself so that on Monday, on May 3rd, or 4 hour, whatever day you're watching this, you feel that come back. All right, I've ended this terribly. I'm not sure any of it worked, but I hope it helps. And I'm Robert J. Conley, and I'll see you next time. Take care.